Professor on the Packers' athletic corner. He got himself a pick last week and a boatload of tackles. It's the Packers and the Colts, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Taylor now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 71 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
Boy, shifts past him, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
You look at this Packers defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some last yardage plays.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibly.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 71 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson's got it complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help the team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you get points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job on the defense, though. They read through that.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up the man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taylor now returning it. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Holding offense.
That's on the tackle, Braden Smith.
Still 1st down.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
Fighting through. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 11 now.
They'll set up a throw.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You
often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down, they'll run it here.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Colts 17-yard line.
Let's go.
We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
2nd and 7. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Colts post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. That's a ball up and good by Dicker.
It's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. The old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Having awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
33-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Packers.
They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown. But sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, They'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it, and he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
A nice little juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
81 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. In motion left comes Williams. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Fielded at about the 28. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Second and 10.
Now back to throw. A quick throw here, that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw again.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
They'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Throw caught by Musgrave. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Up the middle here, it's Lewis. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down, they'll run it here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Packer pressure, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out of the the gun now on third down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They try again with Lewis. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field if they throw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Devin Duvernay. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Colts 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. Fights through it. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And bulldozing his way through. Still fighting for more. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Caught, it's Wilson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. And this is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it even tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 16. And they're going to speed things up here. They run with Lewis out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said. After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll drop the throw, eluding the pressure right. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Oliver. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Meaning the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are once again back in front. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taylor now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So the Colts now down by a field goal. Just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. There's the stiff arm. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Throw out wide is incomplete. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score. They get